What's up, YouTube? It's me, Nat. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about my water fast experience. I've been fasting on and off for like a year now. I would say a year, maybe a little bit over a year. But so today I'm just going to talk about my personal experience in water fasting, like things to expect, my reasoning for fasting, positive, negatives, all that. So let me first start off by saying I am not a licensed nor professional nutritionist. So this is just my own personal experience of the things I went through and the things that happened to me during my water fast. Okay, I started my water fast more so for health reasons. I had something called vertigo, and for those of you who don't know what vertigo is, it's caused by either a untreated ear infection or like an inner ear issue that basically went untreated, and it will cause like very dizziness, like feeling very faint, very lightheaded, seeing stars, seeing black, and it's not fun. And it got to the point where my vertigo was like very bad. Like it would go from me feeling dizzy sometimes throughout the day to me like feeling dizzy like almost every day. So I started doing research on cure for vertigo. I think the most important key is to do your research. Do your research, figure out what it is that you are going into it for so that you could stick to it, because I feel like with me fasting for so long, I went into a fast so many times with different mind frame, and it determines how good I do my fast. Like if I stay on it or how focused I am, it determines it severely. So I would say most important tip is to know what you're doing your fast for. Have a purpose behind your fast, whether it's weight loss, whether it's health issues, whether it's mental clarity, whatever. So that's tip number one, do your research. Obviously you have to drink a lot of water. It's a water fast. So, but I found that switching up my water during my water fast really helped me stay on the water fast, because the first time I fast, I decided, I was like, I'm just gonna say I'll do it for 3 days and see how it goes. No, I said 2 days. I was like, I'll do it for 2 days. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I would be able to do more than 2 days, because who goes that long without eating? So the first day was easy, because I feel like really and truly, if you're busy, especially when you're a mom and you're moving around and everything, sometimes you don't even have time to eat. You're doing so much, you don't have time to eat, and before you know it, it's already 6-7 o'clock and you haven't eaten anything yet. So the first day for me personally it was very easy, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't feel anything. At the end of the day, I did feel a little hungry, but I was like, oh, I'll just drink some water and I'll go to sleep. So that was the first day. The second day, I woke up. I still wasn't hungry. First thing when I woke up, I drank a bottle of water. Went about my day, and throughout the day I'm pretty busy, so it's like I didn't really have time to think about how hungry it was. It's not until you like settle down and you are finished doing all your moving around that you like, hold up, I'm starving. So the second day was a little hard. I was a little dizzy. Even though I was drinking a lot of water, my mouth felt really dry, and I felt like I was super thirsty. So I was like, oh man, I'm so thirsty. Why am I so thirsty? I've been drinking water all day. That's all I've been drinking for the past day and a half. So I went and did a little more research, and I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm not getting any electrolytes. I was drinking water that didn't have any electrolytes. So I would say have multiple different kind of waters. Like I went from having smart water to regular Dasani water. I did the Boss water. Any water that you see because smart water has 2 different kinds of water. They have the one that has the electrolyte. Well, all of them have the electrolytes for the smart water. I think that's the best water, because I feel like water can taste different if that's all that you're drinking. If you are drinking only water, trust me, you're going to notice the taste of everything. It's gonna start tasting thick. It's just gonna feel like, oh, you don't even, to the point where you're just like, I don't even want to drink any water at all because it's so nasty. So I would have different kinds of water, because water does taste different depending on, you know, how filtered it is, how much sodium it has, and whether it has electrolytes. And personally, the Smart water was the best water for me, because I feel like if I was feeling a little weak in the morning when I woke up, as soon as I drank some of the water, I instantly felt like I had some energy. Maybe it was some mental thing, but that's how I felt. So day three was like, I was like, very short fuse. I was like annoyed with everything, and I was just like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. I just was like, I can't. This is it, you know. So I had surpassed day 2, and I was like, okay, you know, let me just go for day 3. So day 3 was really hard for me. I think I went to sleep super early. I think I went to sleep like 6 o'clock, which is not normal for me. I normally go to sleep like 10:30, 11-ish. So I was like, oh my God, like, and even later. But I was like, oh my God, I gotta go to sleep, because if I want this day to just be over, and I just want to get to the next day. So I feel like day 3 is like the either you're gonna make it or you're not day. It's like, because after day 3, day 4 was like, I felt so good. Like, I felt like I didn't even think about food at all. Like, I woke up, and thank God my day 4 I was off. So I woke up, I started cleaning. I cleaned the whole house. I cooked dinner early. I studied a lot that day, and I felt like I just was like Superwoman. I feel like if I wanted to take a building and spin it on top of my finger, I could do that. That's really how day 4 made me feel. So I feel like from day 4 on, because the first time I did a fast, I actually went 9 days. And that was my first time ever fasting, ever doing a water fast, ever anything like that. And I was just like, wow, this is not that bad. And, you know, from then I was just kind of hooked. And I was just like, I wasn't dizzy anymore. And, you know, I didn't have the dizzy spells, and I didn't see, you know, my signs of having any vertigo. So I went back to the doctor maybe like a month after that, and I didn't have vertigo anymore. Your cells have time to replicate new cells that they have no damage. They're new cells. In your body, when your body hits ketosis, it's like your body's fight or flight mode, and that's when your body is at it can repair all the damage that you do to your body throughout, whether it's eating, if you have any bad drinking habits or smoking habits. That's the time that your body will repair itself, because your cells are working and they are getting rid of all the bad cells and all the damage that you do to your body throughout the days that, you know, the time that you've been living. So I would say that my water fast the first time went really good, because I didn't expect to go 9 days. I didn't even expect to make it to day 4 or day 3. I thought day 2 would be enough for me, and I was just going to be like, I'm done with this because this is too much. So I was very surprised at myself, and I was very, very proud of myself, because I didn't think that I would be able to do something like that, but I did. I think I was able to do it for so long because I felt so good doing it, and I felt that it was working for me. And I noticed that there were other positive things behind doing it. Like, I lost some weight. So I was like, okay, I think I like this fasting thing. I ain't dizzy no more, and I lost a little pounds. So the bad things were, I was very moody the first couple days. Very moody, very short fuse, very like irritated. My skin felt very dry. I don't know like why my skin felt really, really dry. My tongue tastes nasty. Like, I was constantly, I had mouthwash that I walked around with. It it was just like a bad taste in my mouth. It's like if you're not eating anything, you know, it's just like it was ugh. Especially if you have kids, you have to cook. You know, you have a family, you have to still cook. You have to still do the normal things you do, even though you're not eating. Everybody else still got to eat. So I went through that, wanting everybody to fast with me. Like why do I got to be the only one starving? But those were the bad things. I would say the good things is the most important thing for me, obviously, was relieving my symptoms of having vertigo. Mental clarity, like that was like the best part of fasting for me. Like once I reached past day 4, my mental clarity was like, I mean, surpassed anything I've ever experienced, because I felt like I could get so much done. I felt like I was so focused. I was like a beast at anything I was doing. If you notice, when you eat food, if you're eating food that's not necessarily good for you, you feel instantly sleepy, okay? And when you think about it, food is not supposed to make you sleepy. Food is supposed to be a source of energy, and eating is supposed to be where you get your energy from, your food, your glucose. You know, you're supposed to feel energetic after you eat. But when you're eating the wrong things, you don't. You feel instantly sleepy, aka itis. You feel like drained, and you feel sluggish. And I hate that feeling. Like, I hate that feeling a lot. So to break my fast, the first time I broke my fast, I broke it with watermelon. But I think I OD'd because I ate like almost a whole watermelon by myself. I don't recommend that. I would say, from experience now with fasting, I would break my fast with like a type of broth. I think the best broth is like the bone broth, because it has like the most nutritional value in it. Either bone broth or chicken broth, whatever type of broth you are most fond of, but something that has sodium in it and is still light and easy for your body to digest, because you have to remember you're basically reconstructing your body to deal with something it hasn't dealt with in a long time. Especially if you went on like a very extended fast, I wouldn't recommend you breaking your fast with solid foods. Introduce your body to, you know, liquids, and then you can start with little light solid foods that's easy for your body to break down and process. So overall, I think fasting is like a really, really great thing. Now I fast, you know, very often. I try to fast at least once every couple months, you know, even if I do like a long fast. But it's now it's more than just for health reasons for me, or weight loss reasons. It's more like a spiritual thing now for me, and it's like I enjoy doing it. I recommend fasting. There's no wrong reason to do a fast, because if you have any reason, it's your reason and it's the right reason. So that's my experience on water fasting. I did lose I would say about 40 something pounds with fasting. Water fasting for weight loss, you have to do it with the intentions on changing your eating habits completely. You can't go into a water fast for weight loss and then when you get off your water fast, you're back to eating, you know, just as bad as you were before, because you will gain all the weight right back and you will gain even more. So it's a lifestyle. It has to become a lifestyle for you. It can't just be like a hit it and quit it type of thing, a one night stand. It just can't be that. It has to be a lifestyle change that you're willing to dedicate and stick to and work hard to, and to make sure that you stick to that lifestyle, because once you start, you're either gonna love it or you're not. So thank you guys for watching. That's my experience on water fasting. If you guys have any questions, anything you would like me to elaborate on, please feel free to comment down below. Thanks for watching. Please like, love, share, subscribe, all of that, and have a good one.